Hey, fragrance lovers. If you're all about smelling amazing, looking fabulous, and traveling, then I think you're in the right spot. Here, it's all about the best scents, looking fabulous, and unforgettable adventures. So if that sounds like your vibe, then hit the like and subscribe button, and also hit the bell so that you'll never miss a video. Let's get into it. Today, I'm going to share with you my only 10 fragrances that if they told me you can only choose 10 fragrances from your whole collection, these are the fragrances that I would be choosing. This was so hard for me to do, and I actually was going to do only 5, but it was too hard, so I extended it to only 10. So if you're interested in finding out which fragrances made the cut, stick around, I got you. The first fragrance is, I'm gonna go with a cherry fragrance. And of all the cherry fragrances I have, as you can see, I'm burning my Tom Ford candle in the background, but this fragrance, guys, Tom Ford has nothing on it. And it is Duessa from the House of Gritty. Oh my goodness, guys. This is such a beautiful cherry fragrance. This fragrance has prominent notes of course, cherry, but there's also some like an almondy quality to it. It has prominent notes of saffron as well, and you get that especially in the initial opening. Such a gorgeous cherry fragrance, guys. I'm not going to get into a ton of notes because I do have 10 fragrances that I want to share with you, but this is to me one of the best cherry fragrances that I have in my collection, and I even love it that much more than Tom Ford Lost Cherry. And as we all know, Lost Cherry, it definitely doesn't hold up when it comes to longevity, but this fragrance, you'll get a good 6 hours out of it. It's not beast mode, it's more of a moderate projection, and then after an hour or two, then it sits a little bit closer. But it's such a gorgeous fragrance. It's been on my wish list forever, and I'm so happy that I finally have it. Beautiful fragrance, Duessa from the House of Gritty. The next fragrance is another one that I was so happy when I purchased this one. It's been on my wish list forever, and when I was going to St. Lucia for my birthday, I finally took the plunge to get it, and I was able to get a smaller size so that I could take it with me when I was traveling, and it is La Capitale. Now, this would be my favorite strawberry fruity ambery fragrance to take with me. And this one, guys, it's fruity, it has strawberry, it has some caramel in it, but it's also ambery. So the ambery quality in the fragrance gives it this seductive, this sexy vibe. There's also a bit of leathery, suede kind of note to it, so that gives it also this mysteriousness to the fragrance. And then there's like a bit of saffron and ginger in it as well. Such a gorgeous fragrance, guys. So classy, elegant. This one, definitely one of my favorites for the top 10. The next fragrance is an ambery, floral, seductive fragrance. It's literally been one of my faves since I purchased it, and it is Rosendo Mato number 5. And guys, this one I absolutely love. It is a floral fragrance, but it's ambery. It has some depth to it. There's this burnt rubber note, which I don't know what gives it that note, but it's so good to me. And this one has prominent notes of musk. There's the vanilla and there's the amberiness in it. I've spoken about this one tons of time. I love to layer this with Solcia Rosa 62. It pairs beautifully together. Check this one out if you have not as yet. Sticking to the vanillas, guys, is another one that is a vanilla fragrance, and it's really a gorgeous vanilla fragrance, but it has some depth to it. You guys know how I am about my vanillas, right? It's not just sweet, but there's some depth. And this one is Escapade Gourmand from the house of Mason Mataha. This one, guys, it's literally sugar cane in a bottle with some toppings of amber, and there's also some musk and some benzoin as well to give it that depth, that seductive quality that I love in my fragrances. This one, guys, I love to use it for layering. It's such a great simple vanilla with some spice on it. Do you know what I mean? And this one I think would be one of those vanillas that you can layer with practically anything. If you have a woody or a spicy fragrance that you just need a little bit of sweetening, this one, guys, Escapade Gourmand, gorgeous fragrance. And this is why it's in my top 10 for life. The next fragrance is one that is an oldie but goodie. This fragrance, guys, was on my wish list when I first started my niche journey, and I would just long for this fragrance. And when I finally got it, I wore it nonstop. And it is Enigma from the house of Roja. This, guys, oh my God, this is such a, I will never not love this fragrance, okay? This is a classic. It is a vanilla fragrance. It's a bit powdery on the dry down. It has some rose in it. There's some fruitiness. There's some florals as well. Beautiful fragrance. It's so classy. It's elegant. It's, oh my goodness. Whenever I wear this fragrance, I get so many compliments with it. And I used to wear it nonstop. I've given it a little bit of break now because I didn't want to OD with it. But Enigma from the House of Roja, this definitely will always be in my top 10. The next fragrance is super popular in the fragrance industry. And I would say for good reason. Because the moment I smelt this fragrance, guys, it was over for me. This is the fragrance that got me to like rose fragrances, okay? This is my #1 most complimented fragrance, and it is Delina exclusive, baby. It's got to be the exclusive, okay? While the original is good, this is just the icing on the cake. It's the cherry on top for me, okay? And this is a rose. Oh my God. Ah, this will never not be good to me, okay? I don't care how popular it becomes. This will always be in my top 10 fragrances. And so this is a rose fragrance. It's a little powdery on the dry down. It's a little fruity. Oh, it has some vanilla. It's sweet. It's ambery. It's everything I love. And this is why, guys, it is in my top 10 for life. And it's going to always be in my top 10. I'm going to have a backup on a backup on a backup for this fragrance, okay? The next one is my favorite boozy fragrance. This one, guys, is my #2 most complimented fragrance. And it is none other than Side Effect. This fragrance, oh my God. It gives me all the feels, guys. This is a boozy fragrance. It has some rum. There's the hint of tobacco that just gives this mysteriousness, a little bit of mystique to the fragrance. There's some saffron. There's also some hedione, so it projects like crazy, guys. This is such a good fragrance, and it's literally a neutral fragrance. You know, it's unisex. It's a unisex fragrance. Both men and women can wear it. Most of my fragrances, you know, they market them as unisex fragrances, but this one I truly feel it's unisex. I don't think it leans more masculine, and I don't think it leans more feminine. I feel like it's just straight up and down, and so I love this fragrance. And if you're, you know, scared of tobacco, it's literally just a hint of it. It's not super overwhelming. So this one, Side Effect, it's gonna always be in my top 10 for life. So guys, I've given you boozy, I've given you my favorite cherry, my favorite strawberry fragrance. The next one is gonna be my favorite musky fragrance. And it is, if you know me, you know which fragrance it's gonna be. Musk Therapy, guys. Sticking to the house of Initio. You know how much I love their fragrances. Oh my goodness, guys. This is a fragrance, even though the notes would feel like it's more for a spring, summer kind of season. This I wear all throughout the year. It's perfect for spring, summer, fall, but even in the winter time because it projects so well. And I'm going to give you an amazing fragrance layering combo with this one. But this one, guys, it has musk, of course, and you guys know how much I love musk. And then there's like some fruitiness with some mandarin orange. There is some sandalwood which gives it this creamy dry down to it, and then there's some hedione which gives it amazing projection. Whenever I wear this fragrance, guys, I get so much compliments. It's my number 3 most complimented fragrance. But the fragrance combo that I'm gonna give you is coming up with the next fragrance. So make sure you're sticking around for that, okay? So the next fragrance, guys, is one of my favorite fragrances. This fragrance, guys, the moment it came out, I was just like, I need that fragrance, to the point where I accidentally bought another fragrance because they have similar bottles, and I thought, I was just so eager to get it, and I bought this other fragrance because I thought it was this one. Valleja. Oh my goodness, guys. This is this fragrance right here. It's gonna always be in my collection. It's that good. And this, it has aldehydes, but they have done the aldehydes to perfection. It is ethereal. It projects like crazy. It has great sillage. It has great longevity. It has some peach, some bergamot, some fruity notes in the top. There's some akigala wood, which gives it this great woodiness to the fragrance. There's some vanilla. There's some musk, which makes it so sexy and seductive. And guys, the layering combo with Musk Therapy, chef's kiss, chef's kiss. I wore this fragrance to an appointment that I had, and the lady, she had a mask on, right, who was checking me out at the end of my appointment, and she was like, oh my God, what are you wearing? She was literally able to smell me with her mask on, and I had layered, that's one of my favorite layering combos, Valleja and Musk Therapy, guys. When I tell you it projects like crazy, the sillage is intense, and you're gonna just be in this scent bubble, and people are gonna be like, you smell great. I get tons of compliments when I layer these two together. On their own, it's amazing, but layered together, explosive. Try this combo out. You heard it here first. Valleja and Musk Therapy, guys. It's top tier. Enough said. The next one, guys, is not a niche fragrance. It is a designer fragrance. So you should know how much I love this fragrance, okay? I've spoken about it quite a bit on my channel. Prada Paradox, guys. Look, I'm hanging on to a thread, guys. I'm supposed to be buying another bottle, and I also want the Intense, but I've been buying all these other fragrances, so I'm just holding on to this one because I don't want to let it go right now. But this, it's fruity, guys. It's got pear, some tangerine, and then there's some orange blossom, as well as some vanilla, some amber, musk in the fragrance. The composition of this, I don't know what they did, but when it comes to this fragrance and my chemistry, people go crazy. People go crazy with this one. And I actually bought my friend a bottle of this for her birthday when we went to Panama. I took it with me and I surprised her with it. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good that I had to put it in this list. And so guys, I hope you enjoyed my top 10 fragrances for life. If anything happened where I had to grab 10 fragrances, this would be it. Share with me in the comment section which fragrances you cannot live without. And until next time, thanks for watching.